So I was looking at a pile of, I think it's sulfur down in the harbor, and noticed that it's being rained on right now, and the pile is starting to take the shape of the most efficient shape, which is like a 45-degree mountain or a mound that is sort of equally tall as it is flat, you know? So you can see how water, which represents chaos, it represents the force of nature, um, helps things trend towards their optimal form. And I think you'll see this a lot in nature that, um, birds are trending towards the most optimal um, shape for flight. And actually, you'll find that, a century into aerospace design, the planes are starting to look more and more like birds, like falcons and such, because there are laws of nature that make things trend towards optimization. And I think there's a spiritual version of this where, um, death or chaos or sin are applied to souls, and the souls become optimized. And the more your soul is subjected to these natural forces, the more trials they go through, whether it's a trial by fire or some other kind of baptism, the more they will start to take the shape that they're meant to be. But the difference is that in nature, nothing is fake. There is deception in nature, sometimes things mimic other things to scare away predators. They'll mimic a bigger predator, or try to take the form of one. But generally, there's not sort of active deception. Like if you go for a walk in the forest, what you see is what you get. Like you're experiencing things the way they're supposed to be, and there's a good reason for everything that you see. But in mankind, the world of mankind, the fallen world, there often is not a good reason for what you see. There's deception for selfish reasons instead of reasons that serve the whole. And and there's a lot of self-deception. There's a lot of people who want to look good or look healthy or feel good or feel healthy instead of actually being good and healthy. So um, so that's where you have the disconnect, and that's why our souls are not becoming what they're supposed to be, is when we deceive ourselves, when we accept a lie as the truth, when the deceiver frames something out of context, or it frames a dead letter or something that's not true, but we believe that it is true, or it frames something that leads to death, but we're convinced that it leads to life, or that it participates in the highest forms of being. So it just makes me think about how, the less we deceive ourselves and the more we have faith that there is a good reason for everything we experience, and that our trials there's good in all the evil we encounter because it helps form us into what we're supposed to be if we face it with honesty and virtue and courage and faith and love and patience. And we will participate in the formation of our souls towards the highest image, towards what we're created to become. And the more dishonest and selfish we are, prideful, the more we will be led to spiritual death. And that's basically what's at the root of all the corruption in the world right now. That's what I think anyway. What do you think?